Hello everybody, welcome back to Road to Master. Hope you're all having an amazing day. We're starting off with the white pieces against the 1936 from the Philippines. I wanted to play something different. We're playing a birds, apparently. That's the pawn I chose today. I don't know anything about the birds. I know a bit about Grand Prix style setups. And I started playing F4 against the Perk. So okay, we know some shapes that look similar, I guess. We'll go d3 here, I think. This is generally quite a nice sort of setup. And it's almost like a reverse Sicilian, not really, but also kind of type thing. We could try look for the e4 break, but I don't realistically think that's going to happen. A double fianchetto might not go amiss. We could go a3. Also looks not horrible. Maybe lacking in development a tiny bit, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad move. They've got knight f6, h6. I thought maybe the knight coming in would be slightly better. But then again, it's not posing an immediate threat. Although it is actually now with this knight being blocked. That's something I probably should have seen. But it's fine. It is all okay. We'll go e3, I think. We'll go e3. Potentially look for queen e2 with some fianchettos, potentially. We probably want to long castle, potentially. This knight could go to b3. With bishop on d2, we've got some good control over this sort of queenside area. I don't mind that at all. And we've got some good pawn pushes. We have some good pawn pushes, to be fair. I'm not against this kingside pawn storm at all. Not against that at all. Gonna have to do some rough calculations. I think we can just push this, right? I think we can. With knight takes and then queen h5. Or we could push this one as well with the rook behind it. I think we've got a decent attack coming along, folks. You love to see it. You do love to see it. We'll go with g5. They can't kick us out without moving this knight, and they can't really move this knight anywhere fun without the threat of queen h5. So, happy about that. That is probably a good move. I like that from them. I think a bishop c3 could work well. You don't really have any pushes, so that's good. We could take this knight at any time. Obviously not now. Forking threat is a real threat. A very real threat. Could be a job for queen g2. Queen g2, bishop e2 takes, and then do like a knight takes with a fork and the discovered mating threat with the bishop. They go there. That's annoying, but fine. Maybe, hopefully. I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, bishop e2. I think we continue with our plan, to be honest. Yeah, it would have been much better if we went probably queen f... That's not particularly nice, because then d4 push is annoying. That's very annoying as well. We've made a right mess of this. Ay. 2 pawns down. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Okay. We gotta think about this one. Is this not fine? Oh, they take our bishop. It's still not horrible, though. They take the bishop, king takes. Threaten this bishop. They do have some potential checks, but we also have H4, H5. Very quick. Oh, they take our knight. Probably fair enough. Yeah, that's annoying. That is a bit annoying. We'll continue the attack. That was stupid. That was stupid. Gosh, I am not on it today. Okay. Disaster mode. Keep the pushes going. Keep the pushes going. That's our only thing we can do, basically. Keep the pushes going. Because we have the mate threat lined up. You know, if we can get a queen for this, that's good enough compensation, I think. You know, if we manage to do this with queen takes and then move the queen over or something, I don't think we're getting any mating threats realistically. But we're gonna ask some serious questions, you know. We'll go queen g5 just to stop this check. Keep on the same. They can't push an f without us getting the bishop, so that's good. I thought queen f6 would be the move there, to be honest. That looks like it's not doing much. I'm not worried about this pawn. I've given up enough pawns and pieces already, so I'm not worried about that. They throw in the check anyway, and the knight does defend it because I'm stupid. Okay, no, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. We'll still look for h4. h5, sorry. We'll still look for h5. That's annoying as well. We're trading off all our pieces. And it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Yeah, that check's annoying. A really annoying check. Okay, we have to go up. We have rook g5 potentially as a thing we can do. They go for that. What's that doing? I'm not really sure. We'll go king up. King up, I guess. Oh no, that's horrible. That's actually horrible. So bad. Pawn push for starters, I think. Maybe we've got like a king g5 there. Interesting. King g5. Even if we manage to go like rook for 2 pieces, we're still down so many pawns. It's ridiculous. I don't think we can viably do this, but we will see. Our opponent seems reluctant to get their rooks in the game and push their advantage. But, yeah. We will try go for the exchange down because there's always forks with the knight, you know. There's always forks with the knight. And we still have this tasty looking h-pawn. Whether it actually does anything or not is another question. But it's tasty looking. It is. It is. They do have to... G6 does work here, by the way. But then we have rook takes, bishop takes, king takes. Which is still losing. Oh, they go there. I might grab a pawn. I might grab a pawn. Should I grab a pawn? I could do. Could do. They're going to get their rooks in the game now, though. I don't really know what my plan is. At all. Like, at all. Which is good. They don't get their rooks in the game. Now, that's interesting. I think we go knight there anyway and look for knight d6. They can't put a rook on d6 on d8. So that's good. I want to get my rook in here and potentially look for a rook h6. Takes check. King up. Check. King back. And then try something. Anything. We could even just take a pawn. Would be nice. What would I play here as black? I think is the question. you've let me in. You know, I've developed my last undeveloped piece. That's a good move, I think. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I can willingly push that, to be honest. I might have to, though. Takes. Rook takes there. Nah, you just take that anyway. We'll go there anyway. At least then we can move a rook up to h2 to cover this. It's not ideal. Is that a real threat? King there. Not really. We'll just move the rook up to cover. I would like them to move this rook, I think. If they move the rook, we might have some more crazy things. We can go rook f2, actually, and threaten to take this. Potentially. That is an idea. They're running potentially low on time. They have a more complicated position, I think. They go there. What is that doing? I don't really know. Go f2. Go rook f2 with the same threat. The bishop still is like semi-trapped, which is good for us, right? It has to go back. They pushed that. That's insane. They pushed that. Takes, knight takes is the threat. Bishop takes, knight takes. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we can win that endgame. We go there, check is annoying. Then up. Let's do it. See what happens. I want my king off this so I can threaten to take the knight on f6. I think is the way to do it. We've also now got knight f5 threats with the pawn. They would have to push, at which point they give us a bit of a hook. And then we have takes potentially. If this knight ever moves. They took our a pawn, by the way. I don't know if that's good or not. Is it a bit greedy? Potentially. Yeah. I still really want to deal with this. Because that's annoying. It's a bit annoying. After takes as well, the rook does cover the bishop, which is... yeah. But then rook takes, and we're a bit even, but I'm down way too many pawns. So, not ideal. Not ideal. Okay. What other things have we got? We've got h5. Still not quite working in this situation. They go there. They let me do that. No way, right? They let me do that. There, king there. With threat of push, takes. Okay. We do have d4, but then rook takes, knight takes, king takes. Okay. Play that now. Takes... I think we... No, because then rook takes is annoying. We can't move up because knight there. I think we have to play d4. I think we have to play d4. We're looking for not even e3 anymore. We're still looking for e5 if they check here. Oh, they go for that. Now, I think I go king e5. King e5. Knight there is really annoying. Knight there. Yeah. I do there. I can't get out of that, unfortunately. I've got to take the pawn, right? I've got to take the pawn. They go for that one instead. Interesting. I'll throw in some checks, I guess. I'll throw in a few checks. You know what? I don't mind this with push. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. We've got 31 seconds as well. Oh, gosh. They go... Oh, that's a nasty discovered as well. That's nasty. Yeah, that was rude. I like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll go there, I guess. We'll go there, I guess. Oh, yeah. Yeah, rook takes is annoying. Looks like we're going for a stalemate, folks. Looks like we're going for a stalemate. We'll push that up. We can do nothing. We can do absolutely nothing. We'll try get them for a stalemate. Go for that. Then there, and we'll go there. Push up. We're going for the stalemate. They've got too many pieces on board. Oh, we timed out. Unfortunate. Well, it was a cool game, I guess. We just messed it up right at the start. I thought we had a really good position going at some point there. We'll see if the computer agrees with me. We'll see if the computer agrees with me. Not really. Not really. I liked it. I liked it. So I don't know what this is. The birds, apparently. D3 looks okay. A3 looks okay. Knight there. Not ideal. Still okay. You can't really go wrong in the openings when you're not playing up to the fourth. You know, it's all classed as development. Queen E2's good. Knight there. Knight there's okay, not ideal. It wanted this sooner. Bishop D2's okay. Yeah, and then we start this push. Yeah, really nice. This is plus 1.2 here. We just overextended a bit. It wanted us to take the time to do Rook G1, apparently. Is the way to go. Just so you're making supportive moves. And just not pushing too early, which I think I'm good at doing or bad at doing, whichever way you want to look at it. This is just a blunder. So this bishop move's not good, apparently, which is weird because I thought it looked very active. They can't really do stuff, and your bishop's not really doing stuff on d2, but I guess the defense of the e3 pawns makes it all worth it. This was silly. We had to go f3. I think I mentioned we had to go f3 afterwards just to cover this pawn. This was, again, very silly. So just losing this one pawn here brings us down to minus 2.9, which is like a whole piece worth, which is crazy. Bishop e2, nail in the coffin, really. You give up all your attacking pieces. And then we lose the knight here. So apparently the way to play it is queen takes. Queen takes is better. And then I guess knight takes bishop. And then you are still down 2 pawns. At least you're not down a piece, though, which makes a lot of sense. We tried to get some play, potentially. We didn't want to take and let their queen in, but they get their queen there anyway if they really, really want it. They can still do this check. I don't know why I bothered to stop that, to be honest. Or tried to stop that. I didn't actually end up stopping it. We probably should have sacked the exchange way sooner. They definitely gave us a bit of wiggle room letting our knight in this deep when it didn't have to. But yeah, this rook move, pretty tricky, pretty tricky. Apparently the best move is to take, but I just don't know what the follow-up is after that, to be honest. You win a pawn, so what? You know, rook g8 is always a move they can play. You've got no rook h5. Yeah, and then what are you doing? What are you doing in this situation? You know, they could still even take, and I think that's still fine. Yeah, knight h5 checks, always annoying. The problem is our king's in the middle of the board, you know. And theirs isn't. And then we just lose everything. We just lose everything. To be fair, there's not much we can do. You know, we've got to... To be fair, what is actually the move here? I don't even know. Knight e7 check is the way to play it. Which I guess holds on to your knight with some hopes of counterplay, I guess. And then h5, you're giving up a pawn. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? You can try go for these, but then, yeah, that happens. I would even consider doing this. I would very much consider doing this, to be honest. Whether that's a good move or not, it's getting rid of my most dangerous piece, I think. Which has to be relatively nice for you, right? Has to be relatively nice for you. What actually happened? There we go. And then it wants this, yeah. There. There. And then I would seriously consider rook takes. Which is a good move, apparently. Not the best. But yeah. Knight g4, yeah, wins a rook for nothing. And then, yeah, we're just fighting for a stalemate. We don't have enough time. They have plenty of opportunities for mate. It would be more of a slip up for them, to be honest. But anyway, the birds, very interesting. I think d4 is the way to play against it, in my opinion. d5, sorry. You can't let me get e4 for free. You can't. I think knight c3 could even be a viable opportunity with some sort of Alekhine-like system. Trying to get their pawn close so you can do like an e3 or a c3 break. I don't mind it at all, to be honest. I don't mind it. Is it actually an opening? We will see. We will see. Apparently it transposes to the Van Geet opening. I don't know who Van Geet is. There must have been a brilliant player. But yeah, I think it looks interesting at least. The way to play this is actually d5. Oh, no, it's knight f3 is the way to play it, which I think I did. There. And then e3. e3 looks not nice for me. I don't know. I don't like it. You're probably playing for this, Fianchetto, but then they also probably want a Fianchetto as well. So I don't know. I'll have to look into that as well. But I think I have to think twice before pushing a random pawn, to be honest. Anyway, Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like if you liked. Please subscribe if you really liked. And I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Bye-bye.